Hello everyone and welcome to Goshine's Splash of Colors. Hello everyone, hope you're doing well on this fine day. Today we're going to be working on a section of a tree I came across while walking in Epping Forest. Um, as you can see, this is a branch and it has a very interesting pattern to it. At least I found it interesting. So I took 10 minutes to sketch it out with a simple pencil in my watercolor pad. And now we have this as a focal point today. We're going to work our way through it. You might have to break this up into 3 or 4 um, 10-minute session. But as you can see, the lines already been done, and they're pretty clear lines, easy to work with. And my colors, so we're going to be using watercolors today, and my brushes. You've seen my number 6 round tip brush, round nib, round bristle, so many names. Um, and all my brushes, you can see that's the number 1 brush, and that's a 6mm round head flat brush. Yeah, that's good. Number 1. Very good, number 6. Good, so these are the brushes I'm going to be using for this. And a bit of water as usual to get things going. Start with getting a bit of water, and I might just set this up a bit. Let me set this up a bit. A little bit of a rearrangement. Good. Yeah, keep it in focus. And let me arrange all the colors and get a little bit of a wash going. Light green, just green with a little bit of grey mixed in. That should be enough of the background. Just wash it in nice and thin. Create the foundation for us to build the layers on in the coming steps. Yeah. So as you notice, I'm washing around the branches. Um, yeah, that's a common technique I explained in previous videos. You sometimes start with washing a little bit of grey or greyish color around the subject just to push the background, just to differentiate the background from the foreground. And once you have that set up, yeah, your eyes will also focus much better on the subject. So, and the background is primarily smaller trees, bits of bush, dry leaves, forest floor. Yeah, so a dirty grey brown should be fine. Eventually, we could go back over that with some highlights and extra shadow just to deepen areas of that floor. Washing in all the spaces between the tree, some sort of semitone. Um, so that's coming together quite nicely. A few little spots here and there. But away from that, I'm more or less happy with that so far. So we're 4 minutes in and we have now washed in our background. We need to also give it a little bit of drying time. So my way of giving it a bit of drying time is that I work around the piece. I work on different areas while the rest of it dries. Now let's get a bit of fresh brown wash. As you can see here, I'm just washing it in, still keeping it light and thin, just creating the foundation to build the layers. We're also trying to keep it thin, avoid built-up areas too quickly. There are different styles of painting, as I've mentioned in the past. Like that, I would dilute that a bit more and just wash it across. Wash it down. Yeah, that's nice. And if you notice that branch is a little bit darker, that branch would naturally be a little bit darker because it's on the underside of the main branch we're looking at here, and darker areas here. But at this stage, I'm not even really concerned about the darker areas. We're just getting an even, flat, sort of interesting mix. Yeah. Now, once the first wash start drying, start to rework it a little bit with a little bit of a darker tone. Yeah. Washing that branch also. Yeah, let's get them a little bit darker on the underside. So we're already hinting at where the shadows are going to be, ever so slightly. At this stage, no rush, give it a little bit of drying time, and once it starts to dry a little bit, we won't sit here and watch it dry, but in the meantime, I'll just mix a little bit of raw umber and compare it against the shadows. Yeah, like so far, we have not gone off too far, too fast. The thing about it, if you move too far, fast, you risk adding colors that you have to remove. So now my raw umber, a little bit darker. It's very wet. Just wash it in and let the water do the work, creating the texture. And that's enough. Catch all the air. Nice. Here. Reworking the layer for the darker areas. And check again. Coming up to our 10-minute mark now. As you can see though, we start to apply darker shades, creating volume and mass on these branches. And a little bit here. So for our first 10 minutes, guys, we've covered quite a bit of stuff here. We've gone over the wash. We've also had the darker areas start to create the impression of the branch, the light source and all. We're going to pick this up in the next video, pick up where we left off. with the interest of keeping them short and manageable. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.